You are 55, back on the dating apps after years on your own, and a man in your inbox is dazzling you so fast that he is already calling you his soulmate and planning the house you'll share. And your heart cannot tell if this is true love or love bombing. If you believe love and confidence are still yours after 50, subscribe to Love After 50 and let's build that life together. So picture it. It's a Tuesday morning. You're at the kitchen table with your coffee and your phone lights up before you've even had a sip. Good morning, beautiful, every single day. And at night, good night, thinking of you. The messages never stop. Then the flowers arrive at your front door. A big, gorgeous bouquet. No special reason, just because he calls you his soulmate within 3 days. 3 days. He's talking about the little house by the sea you two will share. The trip to Italy he's already half planned. The mornings you'll wake up together and your heart flutters and whispers, finally. Finally, real love. After all this time alone, someone sees you. Someone wants you. But then, somewhere in your stomach, quietly, something feels off. Not wrong exactly, just off. Like eating dessert before dinner, sweet, lovely, and somehow not in the right order. If your stomach did a little flip reading that love, you already know the feeling I mean. And I want you to hear me clearly right now. That little flip is not you being paranoid. It's not you sabotaging your own happiness. That quiet unease is information. So let's honor it and let's understand it together. Here is the heart of it, and this is the part almost nobody tells you. True love and love bombing can look absolutely identical for the first 2 weeks. Identical. Both of them feel wonderful. Both make your heart race and your cheeks warm and your whole day brighter. So you cannot tell them apart by how good it feels. Both feel like heaven at the start. That's exactly why so many good, smart women get caught off guard. They think it feels amazing, so it must be right. The real difference is never in that first flush of excitement. Never. It lives somewhere else entirely. It shows up in what happens over time. And it shows up in one very particular moment, and the moment you say no. Hold on to that because we're coming back to it. Now, let me tell you plainly what love bombing actually is so you can name it when you see it. Love bombing is a flood. It's intense attention poured on thick and fast. It's constant contact, morning to night, so your phone never goes quiet. It's grand promises, the house, the trips, the forever, all handed to you before he even knows your middle name. And here's the thing about a flood. It's designed to make you trust fast, before you've had the time to earn that trust honestly, before you've watched him, tested him, seen who he really is on an ordinary, unromantic Wednesday. So if both feel wonderful at the start, the only way to tell them apart is to watch how a man behaves over time. And here's where it gets clear, because there is one quiet phrase that a truly steady man says and then proves week after week. That one quiet phrase is this: take your time. I'm not going anywhere. Real love says it, and then it proves it week after week without sulking, without disappearing. That steadiness is the first true sign. And once you can see it, you can also see its opposite. So let's start with what real love actually looks like up close. It shows up steadily, not in a storm. He asks you questions. And here's the part that matters most. He listens to the answers. He leans in across the cafe table because he genuinely wants to know who you are, not because he is waiting for his turn to talk. Watch what he holds on to. A week later, he remembers that your knee has been aching. He remembers that your daughter lives in Leeds, and he asks how her new job is going. Small things. But these small things are everything, because a man who is truly interested keeps the little details. He is not dazzled by you. He is paying attention to you. There is a difference, and your heart can feel it. And he is happy to move at your pace. If you need a quiet week, he gives you a quiet week. He never punishes you for needing space, never makes you feel guilty for having a life of your own. Picture the two of you walking slowly through a sunny park. No rush, no pressure. That calm. That is the sound of a man who is not going anywhere. Now we test him, because here is where the picture changes. Love bombing rushes the timeline. Everything is fast, fast, fast. He wants to be exclusive by day 5 before he even knows your middle name. He is already talking about the house you'll share and the trips you'll take. And your stomach gives you that little flutter of unease, that dessert before dinner feeling. sweet on your tongue, but somehow wrong in the order of things. Listen to the words he uses. At a first coffee, he is calling you names that belong to a marriage. Darling, my love, my soulmate, sweetheart, before you have even decided if you like how he laughs. And watch what happens when you go quiet for a few hours. Your phone starts buzzing again and again, rapid fire. Where are you? Why aren't you answering? He gets sulky, cold, a little sharp, as if your ordinary afternoon is something you owe him an apology for. Let me pause here because I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments. Has a man ever moved too fast for you, and what did your gut whisper when he did? Share your story. Someone reading this needs to know she is not the only one. And if this is landing for you, subscribe so more women over 50 find it. We are building this life together, one honest truth at a time. Now, back to it. Because we have covered the rush, the fast timeline, the grand promises. All of that you can spot from a distance. But there is one tell that sits above all the others. One that no charmer, no matter how smooth, can fake his way through. And it is not in how he chases you. It is in how he responds when you gently pull back. Because here's the single moment that reveals everything. The test no charmer can fake. The first time you say a small, simple no, a good man respects it. A love bomber does one of two things, and both of them tell you exactly who he is. He guilts you or he vanishes. That is it. You say a soft no, I need a little more time before we make this exclusive. And suddenly he is wounded. He sighs. He says he thought you were different. He makes your caution feel like a crime. Or he simply goes cold and disappears because to him your boundary is not a boundary at all. It is rejection. Now watch the other man. You say the same small no. And he just nods. He says, that's fine. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere. And here's the part I really want you to feel. Respecting your no is not him tolerating you. It is the love itself. A man who honors your pace is showing you right there that your comfort matters more to him than his hurry. That quiet respect is worth more than 100 good morning texts. So let me be your big sister for a moment because this next part keeps women safe. Sometimes the man dazzling you is not confused or clumsy. Sometimes he is not real at all. If a man you have never met in person asks for money, a stuck paycheck, a plane ticket, an emergency he swears he will pay back, that is not love. That is a scam. And if he always has a reason, he can never video call, a broken camera, bad signal, working on an oil rig somewhere far away week after week, listen to me. That is a scam too. You protect your heart and your bank account without apology. You do not owe a stranger your savings to prove you have an open heart. A good man will happily show you his face. A good man will never make your money the price of his affection. And that little unease in your stomach, the one that flutters when everything looks perfect but something feels off, trust it. That is not you being paranoid or bitter or too old to enjoy romance. That is wisdom. You have lived long enough to know when dessert is being served before dinner. Your gut is not the enemy of love. It is the guard at the door, and she is very good at her job. So here is how you tell them apart. The real difference, it is not in the flowers or the sweet names or the speed. It is in how you feel over time. True love makes you feel calmer, safer, more like yourself with every passing week. Love bombing does the opposite. It leaves you anxious, breathless, checking your phone, unsure of your own footing. Notice how you feel around him. Calmer or breathless? That answer is your whole answer. Sit with it. Your body has been keeping score this whole time because love that lasts does not need to sweep you off your feet. Think about that. It does not want you dizzy and off balance and clinging. It wants you standing on them. Feet planted, shoulders down, breathing easy in your own kitchen with the morning light coming in. Real love steadies you. It does not spin you. And this is the truth I want you to carry out into the world. You are worthy of steady, honest, patient love. At 55, at 65, and every year beyond, you do not have to catch it fast like a woman afraid the door is closing. The door is not closing. You get to take your time, and the right man will still be there when you do, because he is not going anywhere either. So let the ones who rush go, rush past, set your phone down, stand tall in the sun, and enjoy your own good life. The love that is meant for you moves at the speed of trust, and it will find you standing there calm and whole, because a woman who knows her worth is worth waiting for. And you, my dear, are worth every minute.